Hi, today I'm going to make it's called a pill. It's a little game that you spin around kind of like cup and ball. Somebody asked me to do it quite a while ago again. I finally got it done, but I'm not sure on a couple of things about it, so maybe if somebody knows exact measurements or like string length, stuff like that, maybe you could help me out. But let's go ahead and get started. All right, what I did is just trued up a piece. This is myrtle wood, and I put a tenon down on each end so they'll fit in the chuck. And I'm going to go ahead and make the end without the little stinger on it first, and then bring this one down to size. But I'm just going to go ahead and put this in and bring it down just a little bit, and then drill a hole down through the center of it, because when I'll turn this one, and then the stinger will come out and go into this one. So, but it's only gonna be, I think they're about that big, so this will be plenty to have the stinger and then the little base of it right there. So, all right, I'm just gonna use the skew. All right, and I looked online and I couldn't find any real specs on it or measurements. I just kind of went online and found some people playing with them, and just kind of from the size of their hands and everything else is what I'm going off of. So, and they just look just like the name. It looks just like a little pill. So that's what we're gonna make it look like. I'm just gonna bring this around a little bit. Speed up. There we go. Okay, I don't want to drill this size all the way through. I'm just going to bring it down into about right here, and then put a small hole in it for the rope. So, but I'm just going to come in about right there. So, and I'll keep measuring it as I go. Okay, so I just put a little piece of tape around it so I know exactly where it's at. It's about 1 3/4 to right here. So. Move it up a little bit. There we go. I'm just going to go ahead and bring the rest of this down and then sand it. And then you can always turn it around and make a little jam chuck for it to finish off the bottom. But just gonna sand it up. Make sure this is I cupped it out just a little bit. You want it to sit flat. You don't want it to bow out, just like a box. Just cup it out just a little bit. All right, and I had a question the other day about somebody was making something and then they had to part it off from the lathe and couldn't get the other end to match. The sanding wasn't the same. So a jam chuck like this, and that's what I did. I just parted it off, turned around, made a little jam chuck, put it on there, and then finished sanding the end here. So that's a good way to get everything uniform. So you just start here and sand with your higher grits, and then just keep moving up the piece until you finish up with 600 on the whole thing, and then it comes out all even and nice and shiny. Okay, so let's put the other one in. And I forgot one other thing. Are we lined up there? I tapered the hole in just a little bit. The video I was watching of the guy spinning it looked like on there that it had a little bit of a taper in it. So when the spear comes in, if it hits a little bit offside, it kind of puts it in there. But if I'm wrong, I'm sure I'll hear about it. But that's what I did, is I tapered that in just a little bit. So, and then I'll run a hole all the way down through for the string on the other end. But let's go ahead and match this to that. Then bring the stinger down. And I'm not sure, apparently I'm not sure which way my chuck works. Okay, so we want the stinger to come into here. So what was that? It was 1 3/4 inches. So I want the stinger to be just under that, just a little bit, and then we still have enough on the end for our pill. And I don't think it has to run all the way down in it. So, but that I'm not sure about either, because like I said, I couldn't find exact instructions on it. But that's what we're gonna do. And I'm just gonna right there. So I know where it's at. And I want to bring this down first to the size it's going to be, so that I can use this and run it into the little stinger there, so the diameter on this and this are the same. So I'm going to bring that down. And I'm going to bring that tailstock up just to make sure. For a little bit of support. Let's bring it down with a bowl gouge. Also, from what I could tell on the picture, up here it was tapered a little bit too, so it kind of seats in on itself pretty good. I'm gonna bring that down and taper this a little bit too. right, right there. And it did come down to kind of a point. I mean, it wasn't really sharp, but it did come down quite a bit, about like that. But all right, have it brought down. So this seat's in there. Make sure it doesn't hit the tip, but I'm going to sand a little bit on that, a little bit more. So this one's just a little bit bigger diameter, so it'd be perfect. Bring it right down to that size. And again, I'm just going to use the skew. Get it close. There we go. And then I'll bring it around. I should have made this end a little bit longer. It's kind of tight in there. But I'm going to turn around and make a jam chuck and spin it around the other way. Instead of getting too close to the chuck here and trying to bring that down too much. I should have made it another inch or so longer. It's going to work, but I don't have any room in here to work, and I don't want to get too close to that. So there we go. The diameter's good. Bring this down just a little bit here and sand up this side of it and then turn it around. There we go. Okay, I'll sand that up and then spin it around. And again, I cup this out just a little bit so it sits flat. Okay, I sanded up the one side and then parted it, or took it out of the chuck, and I just made a little jam chuck with a scrap piece of wood here and brought my tailstock up, and I'm going to go ahead and turn this off and then sand the end here. A little more tension. All right, I just put a little paper towel in there to make it just a little bit tighter. It loosened up a little bit, and I'll just sand that up. That was just enough to hold it in there. All right, just finishing up with 600. Okay, there we go. And we in? Okay. So, and the way I made it, the grain will line right back up with it. And I will just drill a little hole down in there for a string and on that side. But that's how it works. So it's, you hold on to this side, and this is the side that spins. So you would spin it around and it comes up, and I'm not going to attempt it. I watched a guy online do it, and he was incredible with the thing. But that's it. And I get a string on it. All right, there we go. I just put a little CA glue in and hooked a string to it. And again, I'm not sure on length of the string. I don't know what that is. Can you see that? Maybe 1.5 feet. But anyway, I'm not even going to attempt to spin it around without a little bit of practice. Go check out that. If you look it up on YouTube, there's some guys out there who are spinning these things around. It's incredible what they can do with it. But anyway, there you go. Sorry it took so long on this project, but thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.
You're goofy.